Just last night on CNN, Republican Senator Bernie Moreno had some choice words for Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Here's what he had to say.
I would say to Marjorie Taylor Greene, I like her. She came out to Ohio a few times. She's certainly able to write a bill herself. Like if this is something she's passionate about, put pen to paper, write a bill, present an option. Don't just criticize what other people are doing.
Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene says to her own party, and I commend her for this, look, you guys don't want to renew the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, meaning that the premiums for Americans are set to double soon. If you don't like the Affordable Care Act and you'd like to replace it, what are your policy proposals? And of course, we all know they have none. And Moreno is saying, well, Marjorie Taylor Greene, why don't you draft the policy? Now, seconds later, Kaitlan Collins asked Moreno the same question that Greene has been asking. What is the Republicans' plan for healthcare? And here's how that went.
Senator, you're saying that Republicans do have a plan.
Absolutely.
What is that plan?
Well, I mean, we have to have
people see it.
Sure, we have to have PBM reform. We have to look at the ways that we have a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse in a healthcare system. We have to let the marketplace work. There's no transparency or competition. The whole system can be looked at very holistically, but it's going to take 3 or 4 months to really bring a consensus to that plan. In the meantime, what are we gonna do? Keep the government closed for 3 or 4 months every time that we have a policy debate? This is nuts.
They don't have a plan. They're still collecting our taxes while the government's been shut down for, how many days was it again? 29 days? They have no problem collecting our taxes. These Congress people have no problem collecting a paycheck, enjoying their healthcare benefits paid for by American taxpayers. He has no plan. They're such disgusting, despicable liars, Cenk.
They've had 15 years to come up with a plan. And he says, we need another 3 or 4 months. And in 3 or 4 months from now, they'll say they need another 6 months and another 15 years because they don't care about you. They care about collecting checks from their donors. Their donors are giant health insurance companies and drug companies. They're totally bought. Okay, so that guy you just watched is 100% corrupt. So in terms of his theoretical fixes, he says, we could do something about PBMs. Those are pharmacy benefit managers. That's a real issue. That's a very important issue, actually. And there's the whole industry is nothing but a scam. They should have regulated that years ago. Mark Cuban is actually really good on this issue, and you should listen to what he has to say about that. Now he's got his own interest because he's got a company there, but he's right. Okay, the second, all the rest of the things that he mentioned, competition, deregulation, it's just a way of giving the corporations more power. It has nothing to do with helping you at all. It's a trick to help their donors rob you even more. And they don't seem concerned at all about our rates.
Not at all, are you
They're
kidding
like,
me?
you're paying $3,800 a month. I don't know, maybe they're all multimillionaires, so they think like, is that a big number?
I mean, even for self-preservation, once Americans are hit with these premiums, they're gonna blame the Republicans because this is the one holdout. This is the one ask by the Democratic Party. The Democratic senators are saying, we will vote in favor of funding the government. We just want this one thing. We want to address the subsidies so premiums on healthcare don't double. And Republicans refuse to play ball.
Yeah,
because God forbid you give the other side a win. That's the way they're looking at this. It's not about doing what's right for Americans. In their minds, they think they're in a political war and somehow that political war is benefiting us all. No, it's not. It's benefiting their own egos.
Yeah, so the reason why we're in this situation is because in order to pass a continuing resolution, you need 60 senators because of the filibuster. So they need 7 Democratic votes. And the Republican proposal is, give me the votes for nothing. Democrats are like, why? Why would we give it to you for nothing? No, shut up and do as we tell you.
It's because that's what they usually do, but for the first time, they're actually fighting back.
Exactly, and we did a story last week about how the Democratic senators are secretly crying that they can't surrender to the Republicans. They're like, what? We always surrender. Why can't we surrender? I mean, our donors want us to surrender. This is so annoying.
But the Democratic voters are like, nah, we want to see you guys fight. Enough of this.
Which I love, Okay, so in order to get the 7 votes, the Democrats are saying what Anna's saying, which is, all right, look, we just have one ask. Don't let the premiums double. And it's not for us, it's for the average American, which is pretty rare for either party to do, right? Including the Democrats. So I'm like, all right, attaboy, Democrats. That one, you're actually fighting for the right thing. Republicans are like, no, we want the premiums to double and we want your votes for nothing. Well, that's a ridiculous position. So now here's Marjorie Taylor Greene going, wait, you guys are saying that we're not gonna let the premiums double. Then where's the question? Why don't we just give it to the Democrats, pass a continuing resolution, and bring the government back up? Where's the question? And the reality is, Marjorie Taylor Greene's being honest, and the rest of the Republicans are liars. That's why they're so mad at her. They're like,
they're furious. Yeah.
They're like, what are you doing? We're supposed to be doing propaganda for our donors. And now she doesn't need the donors because she has grassroots support.
Exactly.
So they're screwed on that. She could just be as honest as she wants. And that's awesome.
It is a beautiful thing to see.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.